Welcome to me weekly yarns. My name's Barry. What are we getting done this week? Well, getting bits and pieces done, nothing complete, but we haven't getting done really what we wanted doing. We released a video earlier in the week. We started stripping the valve chest out, and we got stuck. We got stuck because of seized parts, well rusted in parts. Managed to get some bits out, didn't manage to get the rest out. The video is out, you can nip back and have a quick look, see about that. Last weekend, we were away for the weekend, went up to Scotland with my daughter and the grandchildren, and her hubby turned up. Later on he was away on business, but he came back, he had the last day with me. The axle, getting up, putting a bit of heat on the axle, getting that to move a little bit. Not quite there again, we're finishing the video on that one. We'll get that sorted out and get that finished off, get that across to you. Halfads. Had to nip into Halfads. Show you the video, it's coming up. 10-inch extension. Halfads Advanced, which is why I buy them. But ended up snapping it on a friend's tractor. So what we did was we fell back on the lifetime guarantee of Halfads Advanced, and they're not expensive tools, I think, to be honest with you. I mean, I bought this as part of one of that tray kits that they sell, but to buy that, the price on that was brand new off the shelf. The price on that was about £10–11, right? Lifetime guarantee. You'll see in the video, brilliant. Just walk in, tell the girls, sorted it out for you, give it straight back, no problems whatsoever. That's what you need. All you British companies out there who argue and fight about guarantees, it's the type of guarantees you need to work on, same as Halfads. By the way, I am not affiliated with Halfads. I don't get any cheap tools from them. I don't get any free tools from them. But I do believe in, when you see something good, tell your mates. Because at the end of the day, we are all out there doing the same thing. We need to be having good deals given to us. We need to be assured that when we're spending hard-earned money on expensive tools, that if they don't do what they're supposed to do, people will live up to their guarantees and sort the mess out for you. So let's have a look around, show you some videos, show you what we've been, where we've been, what we've been doing. We'll see. Hope you enjoy. Pease Bay on the east coast of Scotland. Beautiful place, lovely caravan site. Doesn't accept tourists though. However, we went there for the weekend. My daughter hired a static van. Kids, we picked it primarily just for the kids so they could play on the beach all weekend, using their boogie boards and their inflatable paddleboard. But lovely scenery, lovely place to be. The only downside was Saturday evening we went for a meal in the restaurant at 6 o'clock. Meal didn't get served till 8. We waited 2 hours after ordering. We waited 2 hours for the meal, and it wasn't really a good meal when we got it. But that was the only downside. Other than that, great weekend. had a bit of a unplanned, unscheduled, rapid disassembly of parts. In other words, the little end come off my extension bar. It's sheared through the line of the ball and spring, the retainer, sheared through there. Had a 15-16 socket on and a breaker bar, trying to loosen some nuts, not on my tractor, on a friend's tractor, and it just let loose. But this is Halfad's Advanced. It's covered supposedly by a lifetime guarantee. So I'm going to take it back to Halfad's today. The website says they would look at it, replace it if they've got one in the shop, order one in if they haven't got one in the shop. But we'll see. We'll see what Halfad's going to do with this. We'll see if it is a lifetime guarantee or whether it's a time limited guarantee. This is only a couple of years old anyway, you know what I mean. As a young lad, I had these extensions, 1/2-inch extensions, for decades and never had a one snap like this. But we'll see what Halfad's have to say, see what they're going to do for it. Right, so here we are, Halfad's, Cramlington. I'm going to pop in and see if the lifetime guarantee is a lifetime guarantee. We'll see what they have to say. Right, went into Halfad's, spoke to the member of staff on the till, explained what had happened to the bar, and guess what? Brand new bar, no questions asked, nothing. She just checked, make sure it was Halfad Advanced, told that I'd have bought it possibly 2019, 2020, not an issue. There you go, there's your bar, thank you very much. So Halfad's, well done, 10 out of 10 for your guarantee. I am so pleased that somebody in the UK does what they say they're going to do. Thank you very much, Halfad's, brilliant. Quickly share this with you. This is a 55, no, it's a 05 Vauxhall Vectra C, 150,206 mile. I was trying to catch it when I went to 150,000, but I missed it because we were away for the weekend. I'm coming down to year one, couldn't get it, but never mind. I've had this car since it was 3-year-old. I think it had 5,000 or 6,000 mile on when I bought it. It was an ex-mobility car. I can't remember how much we paid for it. It wasn't a lot of money, but by God, it's been a good one. You don't get many like this. You do see 05s, 06, 08 Vectras still on the road in really good condition. This is probably one of Vauxhall's better cars, and I am so pleased that we've had it, because we have not treated this car the best. We did in its early days, but then it became more of just basically a pickup truck, putting dead sheep in the back, dead lambs in the back, bales of hay, fence posts, all sorts went in tractor parts. The tombstone went in the back. Took my tombstone up to Malcolm Pringle's in the boot. When I opened the boot, he looked and went, "How the hell did you get that in there?" And I says, "Oh, I put it in with the JCB." But it was no, this car has really done an awful lot of work, and at 150,206 mile, it's done extremely well. It doesn't owe us a penny, it really doesn't, and it hasn't had a lot of money spent on it. So, well done, Vauxhall. You made a good one when you made the Vectras. Question for Colin. Colin, the spool absolutely rusted in, does not move at all. Is it possible to blank off these holes and either hydraulic that out or blow it out with compressed air? Or is it a knacker job? The insert in here, I don't think you'll see it from there, it's just there. That's well rusted in as well. Can I get that one out? and the insert in this one. Now if I can get that insert out, I can punch that cap out, can't I? Because what I want to do, because of the filth that I've seen, the colour of all that, because of the filth that's in here, this will want a really good washing out altogether. So is this savable? Is it savable? Because I don't want to be just wasting time with this if it is dismantled and then it still can't be saved because of the corrosion that's happening in here. There's rotted seats and all the rest of it. And I don't really like smacking on with hammers and that. I suppose the question is, if this was yours, how would you dismantle it? Yeah. Never mind. Thank you very much, Colin. Cheers, mate. Shane, you're absolutely right. That little brass screw is out of this piece of the valve, out of the bottom. All the rest of it is also missing. So whoever this has been in, took the top off this, undid the screw, and then the rest gone missing. So, and I don't know if you can buy parts for these. I'm not sure if any of these is for sale. We'll have to do a bit of research, find out, won't we? Thanks anyway, Shane. You're right, that's where it's come from. Today we're gonna pop outside, get the quadrant, the bits and pieces, the handle, give them a wire brush. We've got our 2 plates that we've got here. These have been soaking for about a week with paint stripper. It's coming off of my hands. So we're going to take those out onto the street. Kind of do them here. Betty Blackbird will not let we. So we're going to nip outside, get these done, see what they look like. Come back to you when I get done. Alright? It's only wire brushing. You didn't want to be there, do you? Catch you soon. Right. That's the bulk of it done. Bulk of it. I need to get the Dremel out to get into the back of here, where I kind of get in with a big grinder and into tight radiuses in here. But the bulk of it's off, and so you can see in the back of there that needs to get in with the Dremel. But the big flat areas is done, the big easy to access areas. Both the big plates done. There's in here where I can't get in with the wheel that I have, that's still to do. I'm going to have to find some method of getting into there, but we will. But everything else, everything that's got the holes to clean out, and we've got, as I say, the inner faces on both plates to do. But we're getting there. Right, these came the other day. I'm not going to hold them up straight. It's a box of circlips. You can see, box of circlips. I've put this in though, because when this arrived, this was all mixed up. I'll tell you how many bits is in there. There's quite a few. There's a lot of bits. Obviously, with it coming through the post, they're getting all mixed up inside, so I had to empty the box out, resize every single one of them, and then I cut a little bit of foam that's under laminate, what I call it, underlay for the wood laminate flooring. and that just stops everything getting out and about, doesn't it? Stops everything getting mixed up again, because it must have took us 2 hours. Just shows how anal I am, doesn't it? Need them all sorted out, put that in the little boxes so I knew where everything was. Right, what else has happened today? Delivery man's just been. Let's see what he's brought us. Present from my favourite tool company. These are good people to work with, I tell you. Good prices, excellent deliveries. Like normally 2 days. Order 1 day, miss a day, they're there the next day. What have we got? These should be two impact sockets. Right, 3/4 hex drive impact socket and an 1.5 inch 3/4 drive impact socket as well. I think, if memory serves me right, I think that one was a 16-17 quid. That one was £9. And I got them 3/4 drive because I've got a big breaker, 3/4 breaker bar, and sometimes it just takes that little bit extra, doesn't it, for to get things to come loose. So let's see what else we've got to do. Eventually we got the diff lock actuator out. I had to file the end off, many heat cycles. Had to use a little chisel, and I hate using chisels, but I had to use a chisel to remove the key. Everything was absolutely solid, so I could punch that back into the axle casing. But just wants a good clean up. That's the actual actuator itself. Circlip off the back went missing during the extraction operation. God knows where it went. And eventually pipe with the manifold came out. So that's our job done. What we need to do now with the axle, the seal carriers are going to come out. I'm going to keep those, and the brakes are going to come off. The brakes themselves are finished, the rivets are up, but the carriers might be useful because we can reline the carriers. So that's the next job. But hopefully we might have that done before I release the video. I might just release the video the way it is, and do a separate little video, pull the carriers out, because we've got to make a tool to pull the carrier out. So I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll release the video of the axle, then I'll do a video of measuring, making the tool and pulling the seal carriers. Brief update on Missy Blackbird. One little egg left in the nest there. One that didn't hatch because she had 4 eggs, and she ended up rearing 3. The 3 left the nest yesterday. Just having a look because they were scooting about in here. All 3 of them yesterday. 2 of them slept on the fence. One just here beside the tree, and one here beside the bug house. The older one, the one obviously was born first, it shot through with its dad, it was away. But I've got a feeling the other 2 will still be scooting about here somewhere. That was good, wasn't it? Over the moon with that. So, the size of them, I couldn't get over the size of them. I've got a picture, one of them sitting on the windowsill here last night. They jumped out the nest. I had a bit of mess about last night, trying to get back in through the window. I think he wanted a bit of warmth. But anyway, so that's it for this week. Thursday, non-starter, had to go to Leicester, take a load down to Leicester. So that put a hole in my schedule forward. But these things happen, doesn't it? These things happen. You've got to get your pennies to spend on your tractor somewhere. Right, well, thanks very much for visiting. If you like the videos, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Doesn't cost you guys anything to subscribe, but it helps us with the channel tremendously. And as I say, hopefully next week we might get some more bits and pieces done. We'll see how we get on next week. All right, thanks very much. See you later.